Welcome to The Old Man and the Three with JJ Redick and Tommy Alter, presented by Cash App and brought to you by 342 Productions. This is episode 54 with our good friend Drew Holiday. Tommy, we say this often, maybe not every other episode, but we say it often. This is no hyperbole. This is absolutely one of our favorite conversations that we've done with anyone on this podcast, whether it's been a basketball player, an executive, a politician. I think you're going to listen to this conversation and you're going to realize just how special of a human being Drew is.
Yep, I completely agree. And, you know, we both know him pretty well. You obviously have lived with him. He's like a family member to you. And his ability to just be thoughtful and kind of interesting on so many different... We get into a lot. It's a great basketball conversation. It's a great conversation for Bucks fans and just, you know, fans of the sport, but we go in a lot of different directions, and it's really, it exceeded my expectations, and they were pretty high.
Yeah, no, he was phenomenal. One housekeeping note: Tommy jumped the shark.
This one is not my fault. This is Chris's fault. I'm not taking the L for this.
He jumped the shark on the Channing Frye tweet and Instagram post. We recorded with Channing already this week, but we really wanted this Drew conversation to live on its own. So next week, Channing's Eat, Pray, Dunk segment, which is awesome, and he's hilarious, and it's great. That's going to live on its own. We'll probably do a draft with another player. So we'll have a sort of a double episode next week. But there's no Channing this week. This is just Drew. There's no draft this week. This is an hour and 10 minutes of one of the coolest, nicest, humblest NBA players out there, just being a human. And we want this to kind of stand on its own.
Absolutely. Before we get into Drew, I wanted to ask you one Mavs-related question. So I'm in Dallas at the moment. I've been at the last couple games. When you guys played the Pistons on Wednesday night, Luka banked in a shot from about 35 to like 38 feet at the end of a shot clock. He just had to get it up. And it was obviously not the same game situation, but it was similar to the Memphis game winner, where you're like, I don't know if there's another guy in the league that can make a shot like this. And he kind of did the Jordan shrug a little bit. And it was you guys at that point were sort of starting to turn it on, and it helped you go on like a little bit of a run. Are you now like used to his crazy shot making? I mean, it's only been a couple of weeks, but it's like he does a couple of these every game where he hits a shot like this, and you're like, there's no one else in the league that can do it.
I have a disgusted face when one of my teammates makes a very difficult shot. It's hard to sort of emulate.
There's a
right
GIF
now.
of this, right? Isn't there a GIF of you doing this?
Oh, yes. It's the GIF that I used. It's actually my most used GIF.
In Philly.
That's not my disgusted face. But I remember specifically on Wednesday night when he made that shot and making that disgusted face. And I think that was the second time during the game that I had made that face. The frequency with which he makes difficult shots. There was that shot against Memphis where Ja Morant played great defense. He hit him with like two crossovers. Then he went to the one-legged step back, contested shot from the free throw line, all net. There's very few people in the world that can make those shots. And the degree of difficulty is a 10 out of 10. And it speaks to his elite playmaking. And it also speaks to, and we talked about this after the Memphis game when he made the game winner, it speaks to the joy with which he plays. I don't see pressure when he plays basketball. He just enjoys the game. It's free flowing. But no, he's just a phenomenal player. And I've been really impressed with the shot making. It's elite. It's elite for sure. Let's get to this conversation with our buddy Drew Holiday.